Hi all, hope you are fine and safe at home. Did you enjoy last week's class? Okay, let us do a small recap and then we will start with today's class. What was our lesson name? Computer memory and storage devices. Okay, I said we all have memory as well. Computer also is having a memory. So, what did we say last time? We studied that a user means the person who is using the computer is feeding the data into the computer by using the input devices. Then we studied that the computer then works upon the input with the help of the processing device. What is the processing device? CPU. And lastly, finally, how do we get the result? We get the result through the output devices. Now, again we studied about the different types of computers memory. First, when we studied that primary memory. What do you mean by primary memory? Primary memory contains the computer programs and instructions that are given directly read by the CPU. And what is the other name for primary memory? It is also called as the internal memory. Then we studied primary memory is again further classified into RAM and ROM. Read only memory, ROM. Where is this ROM located? Yes, you are correct. It is located on the motherboard of the computer. And these are of permanent type. Can we change it? No, we cannot change it. That is why it is called as the permanent memory or non-volatile memory. Then now if we turn off the computer, will we lose the data? No, we will never lose the data because it is stored in ROM, which is a permanent memory. Now we will study about the RAM. What is RAM? As I said last week, it is the working memory of a computer system and it is attached to the slots on the motherboard. When we turn off the computer, the RAM, it loses all the software and it loses all the data. So, it is called the temporary storage memory and the data can be read and written in RAM. We cannot write in ROM, it is only read only memory, but in RAM we can read as well as we can write the data, and that is why RAM is also called as read write memory. Now let us come to today's topic. We studied primary memory. Today's topic is secondary memory. What do you mean by secondary memory? It is used to store data permanently. Why do we use? It is used to store data permanently and it is also called as auxiliary memory or external memory. What is the other name? Auxiliary memory or external memory. Then why do we use secondary memory storage device? You know, it is a storage data which is storing the data permanently. Can you give some examples? Okay, let me say the examples. Have you seen hard disk? Okay, CDs, DVDs and USB drive. These are the secondary memory storage devices. What is the main aim of this? It is used to store data permanently so that we never lose the data. Even if the computer is off, we can get the data easily. What is this? Can you name this device? Yes, it is a hard disk. And what is this? Can you see the name on it? Yes, it is DVD. And this one? Very good, it is an USB drive. These are the secondary data storage devices. Now, what are the advantages of this data storage device? Why do we use this type of data storage devices? Let us study one by one. First one is large storage space. Means the data storage devices, the external storage devices, it can store a large amount of data. We can store very large amount of data. And what is the second advantage of using this secondary memory, secondary data storage device? We use it for easy transfer of data. What do you mean by easy transfer of data? It means the data which we are storing in this storage devices, we can easily transfer it to one computer system to the other computer system. That is why we say it easy transfer of data. And the third one is easy to change the data. Why do we say so easy to change the data? We can easily change or delete the data saved in the most of the data services. In other things, in computer ROM we cannot change anything. So, in secondary storage data devices we can change the data as we like. So, what did we study today? We done a quick recap of last class, and then what we studied? Computer memory. We studied the primary memory, and primary memory again divided into two, read only memory and random access memory. Then today's topic we started with secondary memory, and the secondary memory is also known as the auxiliary memory or external memory. And what are the examples? We studied hard disk, CDs, DVDs and USB drives. And why do we use this data storage devices? For storing the data permanently. Next one is, I showed you the picture of the hard disk, DVD and USB drive. Then we studied the advantages of the data storage device. What was the first advantage? Large storage space, means we can store large amount of data in the secondary data storage devices. Then we studied the easy transfer of data. What do you mean by easy transfer? We can save in this and then we can change into from one computer to the other computer system. And next one, what did we study? We can easily change the data. Hope you understood today's class. Thank you.